Government corruption has never been more prevalent or caused more harm. It's why extremism is on the rise. It's why the financial gap between the haves and have-nots has never been wider. And it's why our planet is at risk of an extinction level tragedy. That's why I need your help to keep exposing the truth about the rot on both sides of the aisle. Become a supporter or a friend of the show today by clicking on the coffee link in the description box below. Friends of the show join me on a Zoom hangout once a month, and you guys can ask me any questions you want, and I can get to know you better. But the most important reason to help is to keep the show alive. Together, we can and will save our country and our planet. Thanks in advance and enjoy the show. Hey everyone, welcome to the show. I have an update to share about two of Trump's Capitol insurrectionists. It's time for an episode of Where Are They Now?
Matthew Bledsoe was arrested.
Patrick Montgomery was in court.
Jonathan Manapa will stay in federal custody.
No, I don't take responsibility at all.
So 52-year-old John Getsinger and his 43-year-old wife, Stacie Hargis-Getsinger, are South Carolina residents. They entered the Capitol illegally on January 6th. Stacie coordinated bus rides for the mob, and she proudly posted on a public Facebook page, quote, "We are on the bus headed to D.C." On January 6th, Stacie posted again saying in part, quote, "The Capitol building is the people's house. We, the citizens, own it. Once it was stormed, we also went inside. Police were using percussion grenades, batons, and tear gas even before the major pushing and shoving started." Further down in her post, though, she wrote, quote, "The media is making this out that we stormed the Capitol with guns and bats. Not true. This election was rigged and this ain't over." Then she seemed to forget about what she had said about the pushing and shoving, because she continued in the next paragraph with, quote, "I want to add U.S. patriots were peaceful." Really? Pushing and shoving, but peaceful. So an FBI witness said that he or she saw a video of the Getsingers entering the Capitol yelling, quote, "This is war. We're storming the Capitol." Peaceful. So following the January 6th attack, the Getsingers had numerous private Facebook conversations, which the FBI got a hold of. They had, different conspiracy theories. And then both of the Getsingers were admitting that they entered the Capitol. They were telling their friends this, and they were expressing concerns about being arrested. Although when one of their contacts asked, quote, "Did they open the doors for you?" Stacie replied, "Yes." And then the contact said, quote, "If for some reason they try, the defense will be easy." And Stacie agreed, writing, quote, "That's true." So yeah, they opened the doors for us, but we're storming the Capitol. We're taking the Capitol peacefully. So the Getsingers were arrested on June 15th of last year. They were charged with the standard misdemeanors: entering a restricted building or grounds, 2 counts of disorderly conduct, and parading in a Capitol. In December, they each pleaded guilty to the parading charge, which comes with a maximum penalty of up to 6 months in jail, up to 5 years of probation, and up to $5,000 in fines. The prosecutor only requested 45 days in jail, though. So each of the Getsingers spoke at their sentencing hearing, and they appeared to express actual remorse that wasn't solely focused on themselves. It was kind of refreshing and shocking. John told the judge that he was most regretful for taking his wife with him that day, and he said, quote, "Regrettably, we brought this on ourselves. I apologize to each and every police officer who felt threatened that day." Stacie also apologized to the police. She also apologized to her fellow U.S. citizens, and she told the judge, quote, "I am so deeply ashamed of my actions that day." Then she went on to say, quote, "I lost nearly everything." And then she explained that because of what she did on January 6th, she had lost family, friends, she lost her job. She said she lost her dignity. She's been ostracized from society. However, she said that the ridicule that she's been experiencing is justified. So that's new. In a sentencing memo, the prosecutor told the judge that the couple was deserving of some time behind bars because they were standing there while others were fighting with the police and forcing their way into the building. And they saw it, they witnessed it, they didn't have a problem with it. The prosecutor also noted that following the attack, Stacie lied about the attack and about police officers. This was all on social media. She was downplaying the violence. She blamed non-existent Antifa and BLM members for taking part in the attack. So U.S. District Judge Emmett Sullivan presided over the Getsingers case. He's been one of the tougher judges. After he gave them a brief lecture about expressing themselves in a lawful way, Judge Sullivan sentenced each of them to 60 days in jail, followed by 3 years of probation and 100 hours of community service. And per their plea deals, they had already agreed to each pay a $500 restitution fee. And Judge Sullivan also is allowing the Getsingers to stagger their sentences, he said, so as not to disrupt their household. I'm assuming maybe they have children or something. So John will report to jail in September, and then Stacie doesn't have to report to jail and serve her sentence until February of next year. It's very rare, I will say, for these January 6 judges to go above and beyond what the prosecutor's requesting. So I give Judge Sullivan a lot of credit. He's been really good on almost every one of these cases. And as I've said in the past, I think 2 to 3 months in jail should be the bare minimum for the nonviolent January 6 defendants. And I agree with what Judge Sullivan said after he sentenced these two. He told them this was meant not just as a deterrent for you, but also for anyone else considering attacking the Capitol in the future. So all in all, I think it was a pretty just outcome, and I'm very happy that they're going to be on probation during the 2024 election. So I think that's probably the best part. But if I hear any more, I will let you know. Thanks so much for watching and listening. Take care. I'll talk with you soon.